Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair. I'm your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I'm joined by the founder of the Neca Illuminati, the YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar _games. But that's not all. I'm also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over, the man Optimus Prime popped and he still can't stop, the Twilight Knight, Nate. How you guys doing this week? Ooh.
I'm doing pretty good. What?
Doing real good.
Wait, you guys don't say anything. I think they're listening. And if they are, we need to call an emergency Neca Illuminati meeting.
Aw, shit.
Are you guys here? Are you ready? Are you prepared? We have some things to talk about. There's been some airwaves going on. There's a lot of signals in the air. And I think we have answers that we need to find out, and we need to discuss them. And they're very important, and it has to do with the NECA Lootcrates situation. Are you guys prepared?
Oh, man. I don't know if I'm ready for this. But yes, where is our Lootcrates?
Also, you can't see mine's screen too. Turn the light down a little bit. There we go. I should have did that. And made
oh, yeah, there you could have the mood lighting and everything.
But yeah,
oh, man.
Yeah.
We just killed that entire gimmick that we just spent 5 minutes doing. So, yeah, if you're watching this, you probably know that the NECA Turtle Loot Crates has been a shit show for the entirety of the second series. So let's go down what we quote-unquote know based off of things that have happened, things that have supposedly happened, and some pictures and screenshots that are floating around the internet of supposed reasons. So first and foremost, Box 1 mostly, so there's still people who haven't received their Box 1, shipped out back in October of 2021. Then we pretty much had radio...
Which, by the way, it was supposed to ship, I believe, in... Was it in August, or was that when we ordered?
I thought it was September.
I thought it was September too, but it could have been August.
Yeah, it was supposed to. You're right. It was supposed to ship out. Like, it was delayed for that, and that was the delayed date.
Yeah,
because I remember thinking we're getting more than one box. So yeah.
Yes, with the terrible Danny child. So then there's radio silence.
Look at his little tiny legs.
There was radio silence for at this point more than 6 months, until finally in April a picture starts circulating around of pallets of loot crates just sitting in a warehouse, with a tweet stating that they have been sitting there since January and Loot Crate hasn't paid their bills, and that's why no one's getting their stuff. Nothing was confirmed, nothing was denied, but that was just what kind of popped up on the internet. And anytime anyone would ask Loot Crate, they just, either ignore them or just get like, we'll tell you soon. We'll tell you soon. Then shortly after that, an article comes up of basically saying the original owners of Loot Crate are suing the new owners because they agreed that the new owners would pay all the tax from the sale and everything, and they didn't. And there was rumors that was what was holding everything up. That was the reason why we weren't getting our Loot Crates, because they were in the legal battle and it was causing all sorts of trouble. Then you fast forward to, I guess realistically not that far, about a month. Now there's a screenshot going around of someone who finally got a response from Loot Crate in their email stating that they will ship starting Q2 and Q3, which... Now, it varies company to company, but Q2 would be roughly April to June, and Q3 would be July to September. So that's everything that we kind of sort of know, but really it's all just rumor and innuendo. We don't have any solid proof of anything. Oh.
No, but we do have... It was just beamed into my brain, actually 2 days ago. So Loot Crate actually updated their website with some information. Which is interesting. So this was updated 2 days ago by the Loot Crate team. Now, some of these things are confirming what Michael said. Some of it is avoiding what Michael is saying. So due to port delays, global supply chain issues, import and transit time of products have been globally affected, which I normally would say.
Yeah.
Now, please see below for any new shipping estimates. Our customer support team is always available to help if you have any questions or need to make any changes in your order. Thanks for your continued support and patience. So, it's basically giving the most generic answer that it possibly can, but it is at least acknowledging that there's issues as of 2 days ago. Now, what I find interesting here then, and I don't know if this information was available before, but it now lists every crate that should have shipped by now. And it's not just the turtle crates.
Oh, yeah, it's
I mean,
across
we're
the board.
talking.
Oh, yeah, it's...
Yeah. So we're talking the monthly crates, which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that they're behind. Loot Anime, which seems like they're about 7 behind. Crunchyroll rate, same. Lost Gaming, same. Lootware, whoa, wow. Yeah, they're even further behind. Loot Crate DX, and then it just keeps going on. Fallout, WWE, Wizarding World, Fright, Sci-Fi. And then we do get to the Turtles at some point on here. But I didn't know how many crates that they sent out. And 2, it's a lot. Now, the only thing I can really say that does confirm what Michael is saying with the quarter 2, quarter 3, almost everything on here says new shipping estimate June, July. So they've at least updated something.
Yeah.
For now.
For now, right. Well, now, once June is over and we don't have a crate, it'll be July, and then it'll be quarter 4.
Yeah.
So
then it'll be next year.
Given that little tasty bit of information, do you think we will see them anytime soon?
I mean, it's like finding out, your dear close friend who you've known for a long time is just in a massive amount of debt. And you're like, I thought he only owed a few $100 on his credit card, and it turns out he gambled away his house. And like it's a shocker to me because
like
I didn't
$100
realize.
grand.
Yeah, like I didn't realize how many boxes they were behind. I'm thinking like, oh well, maybe it's just some of the newer stuff. They haven't sent out that many things.
They haven't sent anything out since like last year, like last fall / winter.
Zero confidence.
Yeah, October, September. Yeah, September seems to be the last, for the most part.
Oh man,
the last one that
we're missing a key implication here. So if they're claiming that they are 7 crates behind in almost all of those, that means for 7 months they've been collecting money from these people and not giving them anything.
That's my point. Like they're so far behind. Like what have they been? That's yeah.
Because if 7 months of payments haven't helped the situation, and people start, I mean, I assume some people have canceled in there, but I bet you some people have not, at least for the first few months, because they probably forgot they were subscribed. They're like, oh, I should get it here pretty soon. Maybe 3-4 months of that hitting your debit card or your credit card, and you're like, wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah,
that is
because we only ordered certain turtle ones. You only ordered a few, right, Michael?
I only ordered 3 of them. I ordered the cartoon, the arcade, and the Mirage.
Okay, and Jarmar, did you get all of them?
I did them all. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So yeah, we're in kind of a and you ordered at least 3. Like that's kind of crappy. There's 4, so you're 3/4 of the way there. So. I mean, I understand where Neca's coming from to not comment because it's not them. But so this is where things get weird. Loot Crate itself was purchased by Money Chest LLC in 2019. So October 1st, 2019, Loot Crate was sold to Money Chest LLC, which is majority funded by Neca. Now, Neca is now a subsidiary of Rubies, which is a costume company. but I can't find any kind of information that directly links rubies to Money Chest or Loot Crate. That's where things get super weird. I can tell you all the history of NECA itself and rubies, but I'm not going to do that because it doesn't up, like I said. But because rubies is also owned by a company called buycostumes.com. So I don't even know how far out this thing goes.
Just a bunch of
Like,
random,
right? Just a bunch of fucking fake businesses all funding Loot Crate. It's all just a Ponzi scheme.
Is owned by Order Halloween Things .net.
Yes, yes, exactly.
It just keeps going. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, consumer, confidence is next to nil.
It's below that at this point.
So even if they do crawl out of this, like, I'm going to keep mine until they eventually, like, refund me if they don't send them. Like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to cancel or anything like that. But, if they offer this again, probably not.
No.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we should do is, like, one, we have NECA, who's owned by Ruby, who's owned by costume Halloween stores or something. I don't know. Like, this has been such a bad taste, for us. And that's like our connection to this, NECA collections in general. What does NECA do going forward? Because it's just a cool idea. Do you think NECA could not make a comment, pretend it never happened, and then just start their own kind of like thing for some of the properties that they own? Or is it just, it's all tainted, the box idea is just out the window? Or because I like the idea
they'd have
of
to
the
take a long break.
subscription exclusive thing.
I agree on the break, but looking at how successful NECA's own pre-orders are, I think that the confidence is enough there. Now, I know people complained about the long shipping times, but they were always pretty upfront about that. Yeah. This is going to take
up until recently,
X amount of time.
None of the new stuff has release dates on it anymore.
I just got something. They're vague. They're like, a lot of them are like Q1, Q3, but I got something that actually lists like my turtle van.
But here's the thing: is when you pre-order it, though, the listing doesn't have anything. So you're buying that blind, not knowing when you're going to get this item with zero like time frame. So I don't think it's so much that the faith is there in NECA. If anything, I think it's the opposite. I think people are only pre-ordering directly from NECA because the faith isn't there. Because the faith that they're going to find it in store is so low that they'd rather have that as a guaranteed backup plan than risk it and continue having to do the miserable hunt that they're used to. Despite the fact that now a lot of these 2-packs of the deep cuts are becoming peg warmers and taking forever to sell. But I think if they decide to continue like the Loot Crate-esque style box, even if they do it directly from them, they're going to have to probably wait a year or so for things to blow over after everyone gets their stuff, because people online, because the company that bought Loot Crate had, NECA has a major stake in them, people assume that means NECA owns Loot Crate. NECA's directly in charge of all this. They're at fault, is kind of the general consensus I've gotten over the past 6 to 8 months of seeing this all unravel. So I feel like this isn't going to be a forgive and forget situation unless there's a lot of space between to forget.
Right, which it's important to point out that that's not the case. They don't have direct control over Loot Crate. I mean, they are separate companies, even though NECA is a majority holder of a Money Chest or whatever.
So that's still how different. Publicly owned, like or stuff like that works. Is just because you have a major stake, that means that when they make decisions, you get a say in it, but you aren't directly in charge of that company.
If you want to know what we're talking about as far as businesses, you should probably watch the video linked right here. Now, Michael, you should find a video that actually explains all this shit and just link it in here.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, because I don't even know what we're talking about.
I don't think I can do that. I might be able to put it in the description, but I don't think I have the ability to link someone else's video in our video.
Oh, okay, so don't click here.
No, especially not there. If it was anywhere, it'd be like up at the top. If it was one of our videos, why are you poking me in the titty?
So, guys, quit touching each other before I turn this YouTube video around and we go back.
Both our titties.
But no, I get what you're saying though, because everyone should understand. Okay, they are separate companies. However, I always like to bring in a little bit of outside, analogies here. But this one is everyone remembers, Apple and using that company Foxconn who was making the iPhones and like some shady practices happening at that factory. A lot of people associated it was as Apple children labor. It wasn't whoever is the main name in this situation. Lootcrate was already like a popular brand in itself, but it's still like for a lot of people. I'm just talking about us specifically. Sorry for everyone else's boxes out there, but for like us in our situation, again, people who are buying NECA stuff and would do the NECA box or something like that, we see it as NECA kind of let us down because you guys like partner with this company and this is an awful situation. And I think we may have discussed it before, but I've done one box subscription before. I think it was like Nickelodeon's box, and that was an awful situation. And I was like, I'll never do this again. Oh, okay, I'll do this because it's NECA and Loot Crate. This would be good. And
also because the first one set they did, I got, and it went so smoothly, and you're like, oh, okay, maybe I will do it.
Right. Yeah. This is the first time.
Yeah.
Like this is actually the second time.
That's also
and really sort of third if you want to count the Loot Launcher, which is where the Splinter figure originally came from. So that was their first partnership, and it went really well. The second one that they developed did not fund, which was the Gremlins thing, but all those pieces eventually found their way out. So we didn't really lose. So
it's just, it's a shame. Like,
I'm just curious though, what happens to all those figures if it does come down to being true that Loot Crate isn't paying their bills and they end up having to refund everybody.
Somebody will buy them.
I was like, is this going to be a situation where is NECA going to get them back since it's their product, or is some random company going to buy them and
no,
sell
if it gets sold.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel like
if somebody's storing them, then they'll just give it. If they've given Loot Crate or Money Chest or whoever all this time and whatever, eventually they're going to be like, okay, whoever the highest bidder is to cover this bill.
Yeah.
Even if they don't even make back all they're supposed to, whoever's going to pay enough to get it out of there, that's who's going to get it. So these might end up at Ollie's for all we know.
That's what I was just about to say. Check your
local. I'm sorry, if fucking Ollie's can afford to bail these out, then I think NECA and Money Chest can bail them out.
They're not like maybe not even the highest bidder. Who can get it the quickest?
Right. Yeah.
There's that too.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that like if someone like Ollie's could afford to come in and swoop these up, then I think at this point Money Chest or even NECA could bail Loot Crate out.
You'd hope.
That's true. But
I don't know how businesses like that work. Maybe there's something against it. Again, watch the video right here.
Oh, there's no fucking video. I promise you.
There's no video?
There's no video.
They do this on YouTube all the time, and a video is always there.
Yeah.
One, those people are usually at full screen and they're pointing at the top of the screen. You are not at the top of the screen, so it doesn't work.
All right. So click on the video right here.
I'm just gonna start putting random reviews everywhere he points, so that way they click and they give us views on other videos on the channel. Just be this confusing, like circular logic maze.
So NECA's already spent the money for the tooling and everything, right?
Yeah, manufacturing costs have been spent.
Right. Do you think good guy NECA or good lady NECA steps in and is like, all right, now this isn't like immediate. I think this would be some time after this whole thing blows over where we go to our class action lawsuit and I fill out the thing online and I'm like, yeah, I never got my money, thing situation. After that's all blown over, NECA shows up and they're like, hey, these were our figures for the NECA loot boxes. We're going to just put them up for like basically MTO, like They're just gonna be made to order. They're on the website. We'll make them if anybody buys them. Do you think it gets to that situation, or do you think NECA's just like they do the Homer
So
Simpson
that would
gift back into the
depend
hedges?
on what the licensing agreement was.
That's
Because if
fair.
they were allowed to make 3,000, I'm just making that number up. But if they were allowed to make 3,000 and they eventually found their way to Ollie's or whatever, those 3,000 are out there. So they may not then be allowed. Now, to get into the situations like licensing and stuff like that, you're going to want to click the video right here.
I'm going to make Nate do a bunch of videos about licensing and all these business things just to put the links
Please
here.
do, because I'm assuming you just can't watch the videos ahead of time, and they just going to show up and be like, this video is about licenses. For more information, click the video right here.
It just loops you back to where you left off in the timestamp.
Yep.
What was that Netflix Choose Your Own Adventure?
Oh god.
Yeah, they did. It was a Black. Well, they did Black Mirror. They did an
it was
Black.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly it. That I didn't think about that. The fact that they made these, but they may not be able to make more, and that would be upsetting. Think about those just sliding through the cracks though, and like showing up random places.
Well, they already have, because like people have bought the figures from like China and stuff.
Yeah. So typically, sometimes what people think of as knockoffs. Not all knockoffs are really knockoffs. Some are just like factory rejects, or runs, or maybe the shift is over at the factory one time and they made their 3,000. And then they make, oops, we made, 500 more. Guess they're just going to go to this person. That kind of stuff does happen. And if you want to know more about how factories work, click the video right here.
I'm just thinking like resale market, like those things are going to be ridiculous.
Yes. If they truly do end up like scattered. Because sometimes like when they end up at weird stores and like buyouts and stuff like that, value goes way down, and then a couple years or something later, everybody starts freaking out because they couldn't get them. To learn the ups and ebbs and flows of collectibles and stuff like that, just keep watching this channel. We're going to tell you all about it. Yeah, I threw you for a curveball there.
You did. You did.
Yeah.
Oh my god! The best part is gonna be the audio listeners who are like, "Where do I click?"
Yes, I'd like to know more about this.
They announced today that they're no longer going to make.
Yeah, there's no more.
Apple's officially retiring the iPod. I haven't used my iPod in years, but it's a little sad because I loved it.
Yeah. I enjoyed it too, but I'm just like, I don't remember the last time I've seen an iPod at the store, let alone seen someone use one.
Yeah, I used to use it
about as many iPods as I've seen Lootcrates in my mailbox. It's
got him.
Sad. It's so sad. It's so sad. It really is. So I mean, what's like your guys' overall like feeling though? Like, I mean, I know I'm like hurt, really sad. I was excited for, the figures that was in this line. I know, Michael, you weren't like overly thrilled about it. I mean, I guess it was just the movie box that you weren't really too.
I mean, the reason I got the ones I did is because with the first set, some of the figures I was like super excited for. Some of them like, oh, I don't care. But it was more so about the things that came with them. So like the arcade one, it came with the coolest thing in all of the boxes, in my opinion, which is the little TV with Shredder on it, with the little lenticular thing. That was such a cool accessory to just have randomly thrown in that I'm like, I don't want to miss out on something like that and then have to pay the price of the loot crate just to get that one item. Because the figures, like, Armageddon or whatever his name is, the shark for the arcade one is cool, but I don't collect the arcade. Well, I don't collect any of the turtles at this point for NECA, except for Last Ronin. But I never collected the arcade stuff. The Mraz stuff I was going to collect until I just kind of got tired of the bullshit and kind of lost my interest. And then the cartoon, it was fucking Donnie in a cape and looking like
Yeah.
Batman. So I was like super excited for that. So that one, if we do eventually get him, I might keep. But the other two, I never was intending on keeping. It was just not wanting to miss out on the potential like other cool shit that you get.
What even was the Mirage one this time around?
It was the Mutant Shredder.
Yeah.
The one with the
That's
giant
right.
like spiky herpy hands.
Okay. Yeah.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah. At this point, I've kind of gotten out of. I got out of the video game. By this point, like I've gotten out of the video games. I got out of the Mirage. I only do movie and cartoon, so I'll keep those ones, but I'll probably get rid of the rest. And it's because I mean that's part of the issue has been this lull. It's given me a chance to not appreciate what's coming, and that's where I'm kind of like, it sucks that I've already spent this money, and I'm just waiting on it. But it was so long ago that I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, the money's already gone.
Yeah. It's more disappointment not getting it, but my enthusiasm for them have definitely ramped down.
Yeah, I mean, the reason I haven't canceled is because one, there's no cancel button, and I figure even if I emailed them, they would just ignore me anyway. So,
or they'll like say they cancel it and you never receive it when they do actually ship it. They're not going to ship it, but when they do ship it, it's not going to happen. You wouldn't get it, and then you also wouldn't get your money refund. Back. So then it would also screw you up for the class action lawsuit. That's definitely going to happen.
Jarmar saying this because he's got his lawyers involved already. He's drafting up the first
top lawyers. They were on the back of a cereal box.
Oh,
figured I'd give them a call.
Was it at least a Kellogg's cereal box? Because I feel like that's a little more trustworthy. General Mills, not so much.
Funny enough, though, because you know, guys know the story of.
Oh, they seem a little shifty.
General Mills,
I don't trust Generals.
Well, here's me out. I could be making this up, but I'm pretty sure Kellogg's, Mr. Kellogg guy, made the breakfast cereal. His brother was like, "This is amazing. We should do this," but he wanted to add different flavors and stuff. He's like, "No, we just keep it generic." And then he left and made General Mills. I'm pretty sure this is based on a true story.
I mean, the Kellogg guy definitely exists.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say definitely, but I did see a movie about it called The Road to Wellville. That was about, but he definitely would have been anti-flavor.
Yeah, because for sure.
Anthony Hopkins played him in the movie. I remember it being a funny movie. I don't know if it actually is or not.
So that's why he would have been anti-flavor, is because he was Anthony Hopkins?
No.
But in the movie, Anthony Hopkins was playing him, and then he was playing, I forget, Jonathan Kellogg or something like that, and he was talking about health. The whole point of it was health.
Yeah, it was
everybody
about
needed to be healthy, and because his poop didn't stink. I remember that being a thing. And there's a lot of boobs in the movie.
Oh wow!
There's a lot of boobs. There's a lot of sex stuff in the movie.
What?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kellogg got it. Good for him.
That's not what I expected.
It was like he ran like a retreat, like a sanitarium kind of thing.
Club.
Was it?
But like everybody was getting horny there. Like, listen, this movie came out in 1994.
Oh,
and I saw it in theaters, and I'm going off that memory.
Yeah,
that's a core memory right there.
That's also very messed up. Yeah.
Yes,
but no, I don't know why we're talking about cereal. But yeah, because
you were lawyering up with
General Mills. No, you shouldn't trust General Mills because he betrayed his brother and left him in his own cereal.
So you're agreeing with me that it should have been a Kellogg's box.
His brother, I don't think, was in the movie.
I promise you,
he probably doesn't even have a brother. This is all just bullshit that Jamar's come up with.
I'm not gonna say you're wrong. The movie left him out.
Just reconfirm it for me in the comments below. That's all I'm going to
say.
And
just let us know if you know the history of Kellogg.
About Mr. Kellogg. Please click on this video right here.
I can't.
Oh, God.
It took me a minute.
You didn't think I was going to have any energy at all.
No, during OnlyFigs, you were dead.
I'm feeding off of Nate right now.
You're doing what to Nate?
I said I'm feeding off.
Oh, that's not what I heard at all.
That's not what I heard either, too. I got so excited.
Jesus, but yeah. So with the Lootcrates, I guess the question comes down: how long will you wait before you consider canceling, or consider emailing him trying to cancel? Because let's be real.
As I said, it's a trick question here. Right?
I'm gonna ride it out. Something's gotta happen. one way or another. There's too many people involved, and there's too many people who give a shit more than I do. So, like, they're going to freak out more. So something will happen. Either I'll get in a statement, that says, hey, we stole your money. Fuck off. Or they're going to be like, okay, we stole your money. We're sending it back. Or they're going to send me. So I'll just wait it out. I'm not going to put a time on it because we'll just see.
I'm
I
right
could
there.
die.
Again, feeding off of Nate. I can't stop laughing.
You can feed off anything you want.
But I'm definitely just gonna ride it out, man. I'm just gonna let it ride. Let's see what happens. I'm betting all my money on black, and just let's see what's going on. Spin that wheel, know when to hold them. All those other
spin that wheel
turns.
I can't do any more. I don't want to get us in trouble, but
Jesus Christ.
Thematically, it fits.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm down. I'm down to see what's gonna happen. I just like the saga of it all, and realistically, I truly, honestly believe if you cancel, you're not gonna get your money back.
I
No.
don't think anyone's getting their money back either way. Let's be honest. I feel like at this point they're just gonna go fucking bankrupt and not have to owe us a thing. Unless someone sues Mr. Kellogg and gets their money back.
It's his brother Bill Mills.
Yeah, Bill Mills and
General Bill Mills.
Kelly Kellogg
in the army.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So
I'm trying to think if there's anything else. We've already discussed, like, will you do a Series 3? And all of us agreed no. None of us are going to cancel because we're not going to get our money back anyway. I guess
my dumbass would probably do a Series 3.
I would do a Series 3. Here's the thing.
Oh my god.
I would do a Series 3 if it's not from
That's not Series 3 then. That's Series 1 because it's a different company.
I mean, it
yeah,
depends.
but Ruby owns
Spiritual.
NECA. NECA's like, a large majority owner of Lootcrates, so it's
a spiritual successor. It's not the same.
Also,
but hey,
who is? Go ahead.
I mean, Marvel Legends picked up from a different company. Masters Universe Classics picked up at a different company.
But no one continued. They started back at Series 1 with Marvel Legends. They didn't go back and continue
Classics
where
didn't.
Toy Biz.
Masters Universe Classics kept going, and then technically Marvel Legends, they didn't do all the same characters right away. They kept the line was other characters. So
but they still
whatever.
They still changed it to Series 1. Series.
All right. Either way, like if I get my crates, and they offer a Series 3, and I like the figures, I'll probably do it. I'm an idiot.
I'm just thinking something here. This is just, this is going off here.
Mm-hmm.
Are we twisting our tentacles again?
Yeah, I was getting something. Yeah, there we go. So
if this is not the thumbnail with all three of us twisting these things, I'm gonna be real pissed.
I was gonna have at least one of us twisting them, but I guess I could do all three of us.
Was it NECA? Like from the official NECA Twitter account, right? Didn't they tweet out about like last chance to get this? Blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, they
were full on advertising.
Yeah, they were like,
right?
oh yeah, last time around, like all the figures sold for like 3 or 4 times what the crate cost. Blah blah blah.
They're complicit. They're 100% complicit.
Oh yeah, no one's saying they aren't.
Yeah, I just don't want them to try and skate back and be like, hey, we don't know who owns this company. Sorry guys. Like, no, you guys were totally,
they're never going to acknowledge it. Randy's going to just fucking be Randy and occasionally come on, share some stuff, retweet some stuff, make fun of some people that he doesn't like, and then get yelled at by the internet and go back in his hole. He's not going to ever come out and be like, yeah, that Loot Crate was a bad idea. It didn't go well, but we're going to go in a different direction. Like, they're never going to acknowledge it. It's one of 3 things either going to happen. And all of them are going to still have the same reaction from NECA. We're either going to, A, get our Loot Crates, B, get nothing, no money, no nothing, or C, get refunded. And at the end of the day, all 3 of them lead to the same core point with NECA, where NECA's just going to not care and not act like they knew anything about it. Just be like, hey, not our pig, not our farm.
Right.
I did just look just real quick just to see if there was anything, but they haven't even tweeted anything out in 6 days.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Randy goes into like his cave and disappears, and then
it's safe place.
Which is weird
which I
because
get it.
like Instagram and Facebook, they post pretty regularly. So, and they also post way better like when it's like announcements than he does, because he like usually just links something else to it versus they actually like post like a fucking description and like the pictures or the video and stuff. And I'm like, does he just not share the password? Like, why don't they have the social media team also have access to that?
Right.
That's fair. But he has to deal with the most toxicity and vitriol.
Oh, trust me, the comments on Instagram are not favorable to the poor social media experts there either.
I just feel like Twitter is worse.
Oh, Twitter is
just
worse.
In general.
I'm just saying though, like
so
if you look at the advertisements on Instagram, it's not pretty either. And those aren't even directly like I want to murder Randy like tweets or anything. Those are just fuck you, fuck your company, fuck the toys. We'll never get these anyway. Yeah. So.
Yeah, that just wow. Yeah.
Yes. Anyone else got anything to add before we wrap up this meeting of the Neca Illuminati?
No, I wish I had some sand to throw on the campfire. That's
oh yeah,
TV show.
There we go.
sorry. Nate.
If I could remember the little like do 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 do.
No. We don't want to get copyrighted.
Oh no. No one for Are You Afraid of the Darks out there. Nickelodeon's not worried about that.
Yeah, Nickelodeon doesn't even put that shit on fucking Paramount Plus. Let's be real.
They did a whole new run of it.
That is very true, actually. Yes, they did. That's very true.
Well, not a sponsor, but go watch it for Are You Afraid of the Dark and tell us if it's any good.
Just click the link right here.
The link right here.
Yeah.
For Paramount Plus. Oh my god.
Check out our new sponsor, Paramount Plus.
Is that how monetization works? You just yell out sponsors and people give you
and then they just automatically get added to the ad list. I wish, man, because the entire intro would just be me listing off like every fucking sponsor I could think of. We'd be rich.
Oh, God.
All right, well, on that note,
Coke is it.
Make sure to let us know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings on the Neca Lootcrate situation. Are you giving up hope? Are you gonna stick it out? Are you trying to cancel? Are you getting your lawyers from the Kellogg's box involved? Let us know in the comments below. As always, I will reply to every fucking comment I can. Unless you get out of hand, then I might have to escort you out the door. Check us out: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. At Modern Toy Fair. Check us out for Wednesday night OnlyFigs over on twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair. You can catch the rewatch of that here on YouTube, but if you want to be part of the conversation and part of the chat, make sure to be there live every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. As always, check Jarmar over at twitch.tv/Jarmar_games, where you can occasionally see him stream different games like Elden Ring or Apex Legends. Also, go and check out Why Are You a Gamer on all major podcast platforms, and maybe eventually his YouTube channel, where you can check out clips of us playing games. Nate, what you got for us this week?
I got a new podcast coming out. Should be hitting all the major hubs next week. It's called Kellogg's Club. And basically what it's going to be is Jarmar and I are going to sit down for an hour at a time, and we're going to retell the history of Kellogg's, the cereal brand, by doing absolutely no research and just making it up how we think it sounds from a movie that I watched 25 years ago.
I just want to say that I would listen to that, but knowing how hard it is to get you two to show up for this, I can only imagine the two of you getting by yourselves together for an hour to talk about cereal.
It's an annual show. Once a year. Episode a year.
I said it's coming out next week. I didn't say it was weekly.
That's fair. I'll give you win this time, Gadget.
Try annual.
You win this time, Gadget. Oh man. That's gonna be it for this week's episode. So hopefully we'll see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
Got Nega Illuminati. All right, we're all canceled.